Okay guys, good morning. It's about 7:30. It's 85 degrees, so it's cooler than normal. We've been having this weird cloud type weather. The humidity is about 30%. And I just want to wash the vehicle. We're getting these little drizzles every now and then. So I want to wash the vehicle, but a lot of times I like doing a pre-rinse or a pre-foam. Some people, everybody does it differently. Some people spray soap, some people spray waterless wash, some people spray rinseless wash diluted into waterless wash. All that's fine. Some people just spray water. I cannot just spray water all over the vehicle because my water is so bad. The TDS is so high, it's like 440 out here in Vegas, that it will water spot and make the situation even worse than it is right now. So if I wanted to use water, I would have to do it panel by panel. I would spray a little bit of water here, and then I would spray my waterless wash, and then I'd rinseless wash, and then dry. So those are all the steps. I couldn't just do the whole car and then go at it. For soap, it's different. I like the McKee's soap. I can foam the whole car. I can let McKee's soap dry on there, and water reactivates it, and then it just rinses off. So that's a whole nother story. Waterless wash, if I tried to spray the whole car, I don't know why anyone would spray the whole car with a waterless wash product trying to rinse it. Number one, it's just going to dry by the time you get done with it, and you're going to have to go over it again. But, I couldn't do the whole car. I would do panel by panel, once again, just like the water. So those are the things I look at when I'm pre-rinsing or, just trying to knock the loose particles off there before I start touching the paint. These things, the reason for doing this is so you don't scratch the paint as much as normal. No matter what you do, when you touch the paint, I don't care who tells you what, anytime you touch it, you risk scratching and marring it. So anyone that tells you, oh, do it this way, do it that way, and you won't, you risk, every time touching it, you risk scratching and marring the paint. Okay guys, so we're going to add a little bit of rinseless. I have an idea what this product is. I can't remember the brand, but I think it's an old one, like Gary Dean's rinseless wash, whatever he calls it. So I need to finish it up. I've had this for 15 years maybe. So I'm just adding it to the bucket, and I'm going to fill this with water. All right, and I'm going to make my waterless wash. I must have something in here. I use waterless washes out of these sprayers. Couldn't tell you what was in there. Here's the rest of some Malco. So I'll be dumping that in there. Kind of making a little Frankenstein mix. I try not to waste product here. There is no need for it. The only reason is I need to make new products for the videos, but today it doesn't really matter because I'm just kind of showing you a process that I'm going to use. And just to top it off with a little bit extra, I'm going to add some Tech Choice 582, because who doesn't like a little bit of 582 in their mix? Oh yeah, that's nice. So this will be my waterless wash. All right guys, so we've got our waterless wash. This is a Frankenstein mix. We've got our, what I either think is Gary Dean's rinseless wash from a long time ago. It could be Phoenix's EOD1, whatever that, but I think it's the Gary Dean one because I remember kind of putting it in this purple bottle long time ago. I don't know. Anyway, I just squirted it in there. There's no measuring going on. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to wash this vehicle. It's super dirty. Dusty, super dusty, and it's been out in the raindrops have fallen on it and just made a mess on it. I'm going to do it panel by panel. I'm going to show you how I do it if I'm going to use the hose. Now, why would I use the hose as a pre-rinse? Because it flushes the panels and it flushes all that off there. But I'm going to show you how I go about doing the rest of the process. You cannot just rinse the whole car down, all right? Now remember, I'm not telling you that I normally do it this way. Some of you like to do this, and it's a little bit more work, but I don't mind doing this. I just don't normally do it. I actually think it's a pretty good way to do it. Let's just get to it. Okay, so let's start back here. So like I said, if we want to do a pre-rinse with the hose, we're just going to go ahead and rinse the panel. You can rinse it really good. Get your waterless wash spray. So the first water flushed the dirt off there. Now we're lubricating the panel. Now we're coming back over this with the rinseless wash. I'm using a sponge today. I do like the multiple towels method, but I am using a sponge today. All right, and I kind of overlap into the next area. That's the only thing, is by doing it this way, you're gonna have runoff. And then we're just going to dry. And I'm going to stick to the panel only rule. And that's it, we're done. I know it's a few extra steps, but it comes out so nice, so clean. It feels fantastic. The Frankenstein mix is in there. The Tech Choice, the Melco, whew, that stuff feels great on there. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, let me get the back side. Now I'm not gonna really be doing the top. I'll get this part here. And I'm just doing a slow rinse because I don't want to splash all over. Now the downside to this wash method is you got to have a hose with you. All right, so we got the, once again, we'll hit it with the Frankenstein mix. And I'm stretching this out a little bit. I normally trying not to go this big. I would normally do half, but since this is in the shade, so the summertime is so brutal that the camera just turns off. That's why I hate doing videos in the summer. But in this case, I did 2 panels the same way I've showed you already. It's good because it shortens the video, right? And I'm working more. It's not really shaded, but the sun is coming from the other side. So it's not as hot. It's just enough that I can get down the 2 panels. Okay guys, and another thing, I don't mind doing this with the hose. I won't do it with the pressure washer because I feel like the pressure of the water hitting the dust is like smashing it in, and it's already micro marring it with the pressure washer. So just a soft little rinse. I don't mind like that. That's why a sprayer is good, or a battery powered sprayer, a hand powered sprayer. Those are all good in my opinion because they are soft, just enough to go ahead and rinse. And finally, I'll show you, if you don't have the hose, the versus this type of method. So I've shown you how to do it with the hose. If you don't have it, you're gonna have to do it something along this line. This is how I would do it. And just the regular RPM method, Rinseless Pro method. Okay, so no hose. If we had the hose, we would flush this, but we don't have the hose, so we're going to flush it anyway with this battery powered sprayer. See how much easier it would be with the hose? It would just send it down. And we'll take our rinseless wash here. It's so slick underneath using the RPM method because we've just got that type of concentrate in there. Today we have a mix of Frankenstein mix, added Tech 582, which is just killer. If you guys haven't tried 582, get some. All right, and then I'm just gonna come back and dry this thing just like so. So really it's the same, we just missed a step of rinsing with the water, and instead we used waterless wash. But the flush of the hose is a little bit better for sure, because it gets in all the cracks and everything, and it has a little bit more cleaning ability that way because you're flushing. Look at that, it still looks beautiful. RPM method always does the job. Here's the 50-50 side. I'll get up close. You guys can see all the dirt spots, and look at the beautiful clean side here. Wonderful, beautiful. I'm gonna finish this up. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Hose, try to do one panel at a time unless weather permits you going onto 2 panels maximum. Light shower, light rinse. Don't put a lot of pressure so you don't scratch the dust into the paint. This is what we're trying to avoid. Rinse off as much loose dust as you can. Come back with your waterless wash for lubrication. Spray that on there. If you have battery powered sprayer, better. Come back with your rinseless and then dry it. If at that point you want to spray a drying aid, you can do that too, and you can use this as the drying aid. So that's it. If you don't have the hose, well, you just saw how we did that. That's the other alternative, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to you guys later.